I, Professor Rajesh Kumar, Nodal Officer of MGNCRE, and on behalf of NCC and NSS unit of Gobindgarh Public College, I welcome you all in a virtual workshop. So, before proceeding further, let me share you brief some about our college. Gobindgarh Public College is a multi-faculty co-educational postgraduate NAC accredited degree college affiliated to Punjab University Chandigarh and recognized by UGC under section 12B and 2F. It is just a 20-year small rural college but at par excellence with very old colleges of Punjab University with the support of our visionary trust, Govindgarh Education and Social Welfare Trust, able guidance of our energetic principal Dr. Neena Pajni ji, and hard work of vigilant faculty. We feel proud to share some current achievements like MGNCRE, Ministry of Education, Government of India, has awarded the college with one district, one green champion award, and in May 2023, we earned A plus in National Rural Sustainability Ranking declared by MGNCRE under Ministry of Education. Due to our community engagement excellence, NSS unit of the college has bagged first position among 206 colleges of Punjab University Chandigarh. College is awarded with appreciation certificate by Ministry of Education for various competitions under G20, especially for video competition on Karigari se Karovari, and received a number of appreciation certificate to promote entrepreneurship and community engagement among students. Ma'am, our college is also working in the promotion of sports and sportsmanship. In this regard, the college has bagged overall men B division runner-up trophy and championship in weightlifting men's category. As we are having today's lecture on awareness workshop on sustainability practices and mission life. So, Environment Day is observed annually on June 5th to raise awareness about environmental protection and sustainability. The United Nations Environment Programme proposed a special day for June 5th on environment in 1972, which was designated by the UN General Assembly. This day helps to raise awareness about environmental problems and how we can take steps to tackle them. People should know about the environmental issues that are going to be a big threat in the near future. So we should learn to take care of our environment, and Environment Day help us know more about the changes we can implement. And it's my privilege and honor to introduce our resource person of the day, Dr. Ranjeeta Chatterjee ji. Ma'am is presently working as Assistant Professor in Zoology at Professor Ramkrishna More ACS College, Pune. Madam is having teaching and research experience of more than 23 years, and ma'am also cleared CSI UGC NET in life sciences. By academic qualification, ma'am is PhD in ecotoxicology and MSc Zoology, specialization in ecology. Ma'am is also having diploma in software technology and medical transcription, and ma'am is also having training certification from Medical Research Center, Tata Main Hospital Biochemistry, Tata Steel Zoological Park, Intel, and many more. And it's glad to share with you with the participant. Ma'am is having patent, one is granted and one is published. Madam is also working as editor in 3 international journals and six journals across India and abroad. Ma'am is presently working as a reviewer, and it's my honor to share with you participants. Ma'am also published 3 books, research monograph, and more than 28 research paper, national, international. And ma'am also presented research papers in seminar conferences, that is more than 27. Ma'am is completed UGC minor research project, and list is very long, but few of things I will discuss with you. Ma'am is also uh, acted as invited speaker, chairperson, resource person in several conferences and academic programs. So, dear participants, now with your huge round of applause, we welcome our resource person, Dr. Ranjeeta Chatterjee ji, to enlighten us with her valuable thoughts. So over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
have introduced me so very well. So I'm really delighted to know so much about me. Anyways, today, before starting my lecture, I'd first like to welcome you all, and I'd like to thank Dr. Neena Pajni madam for inviting me for this guest lecture. Sir, I just want to share my PPT. Everyone, today we are here to celebrate the World Environment Day. As we know that environment is the most important thing for us because it is the surrounding where we live, we grow, we work, we perform as well as we process and progress. So the environment is actually the niche where we are positioned, we are spaced for functioning. It is only the environment around us which is an essential part of our survival. So, why to concern? Why we are celebrating this Environment Day? Why we are so much concerned about this environment? Let me tell you that we are every time talking about that we have to conserve the plants, we have to conserve the animals, we have to conserve the resources. We are not actually doing these things for them, we are actually doing it for ourselves because we are human and a little bit selfish too. So we are doing all these things for our survival. If we conserve plant, then only we will survive. If we conserve animals, then also we will survive. We are dependent on them, so that is why we have to conserve them, we have to concern about them. A proper environment is really essential for healthy living and our proper functioning of this environment and of ourselves. If we don't take care of it, it will fire back to us. We have seen that in last 3 years, right? We have seen about the COVID condition, that is condition. Then after that, there was Amazon fire. Then there was attack, and many more calamities that those came one by one during last 3 years. So we have to take care of our environment, that we are concerned for that. So the more we take care of our environment, the more the environment will take care of us. So to be in sound health and proper life status, we must have a clean and suitable environment to survive. So there are environmental problems. We all know that there is global warming, which is due to the greenhouse effect, and that is why all the ice caps are melting down. There is ozone depletion, there is biodiversity depletion, then there are problems of pollution, and depletion of natural resources are there. All are actually due to population explosion too, and the technological advances. So it's not like that. If we want to develop, we want to grow, we have to be like this. No, there is requirement of all those things, but in a sustainable way. So as we know that sustainability refers to the ability to maintain or support a process continuously over time. It's actually like using things, but in a sustainable way, in a proper way, so that it could be available in the future too. It's not utilizing everything in this present time. We have to use that in present time in such a way so that it could be available tomorrow also. So there are actually three pillars of sustainability. One is social, another one is economic, another one is environmental. So these three pillars are actually important for the sustainability. Well, let's talk about environmental sustainability first. environmental sustainability is nothing but the ability to maintain an ecological balance of our nature, as well as to conserve the natural resources, to support the well-being uh, uh, and our survival rate, our status for current as well as for future generations. So it is the ability to maintain the balance between human needs and natural environment, ensuring that the resources should not be utilized entirely but are replenished or refilled at the same rate as they are consumed. So जितना हम यूज करेंगे कोई भी रिसोर्स को, उतना हमको रिफिल भी करते जाना है, समय समय पे उसके रिफिल करना भी, उसे रिफिल करना भी जरूरी है. So we have to preserve the biodiversity also. Now it's not like that we won't develop. Development is necessary in all aspects, whether it is social development or economic development or educational condition or technological advancements or agricultural development. All these things are required, but it should be in a sustainable way so that it should not exploit the entire resource. So sustainable development is actually the development that meets the need of present days without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So आज जो चीज़ें यूज़ करेंगे हम, वो कल भी मिलने चाहिए, हमारे अगले जनरेशन को भी मिलने चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि भाई हम तो चले जाएंगे दुनिया से, उसके बाद आगे क्या होगा देखा जाएगा. Not like that. We have to think about our future generations. So we have to think about all these resources so that they must be available in our planet in future time. So for that, we are having 17 sustainable developmental goals, which are no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education for all, then gender equity, then clean water and sanitation. There must be affordable and clean energy. Mostly we are using the fossil fuel right now also, but we have to think about some clean and green energy. Decent work and economic growth is required. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure must be proper. Reduced inequalities must be there. Then sustainable cities, smart cities, and communities are required more and more. Uh, then responsible consumption and production of the resources is required. Then climate action must be there. The life below water should be conserved. The life on land should be conserved. There must be peace, justice, and strong institutions. Partnership for all these goals must be there. So these are the 17 goals for sustainable development. So to maintain all these 17 SDGs, there are 5 P's. That is the people, the planet, then prosperity, and peace and partnerships. So all these P's must be in balance and in synchronization with one another. So these would only can maintain the 17 SDGs. Well, so there are sustainable challenges in sustainable developmental goals. So these are some of these are like climate change, then maximum energy consumption, then waste production in our daily life, then threats to the public health, poverty and economic inequity, social exclusion, then exploitation of the natural resources, the loss of biodiversity, and improper land use. These are some of the challenges of sustainable development goals. So now, how to solve these problems? To overcome these problems, there must be pollution control, population control. We have to conserve the natural resources as well as the biodiversity, wildlife, and for that we need to do the habitat restoration and rehabilitation of wildlife. Then waste management in today's life, it is very much required. Recycling of the resources should be there. We have to reuse more and more so that we can minimize the usage of energy and resources. Sustainable the sustainable usage of resources should be there, and health management must be there, and overall there must be awareness for all these things. So let's take an oath today, that let's make a promise to the world that we won't harm her anymore, we won't harm the nature anymore, and we will make it a healthier one. So happy World Environment Day to all of you. Thank you. Now we would interact a little bit because I have cut short the presentation today so that we can talk more, we can interact more. So now the session is over for interaction. Um, well, talking about, just a moment, let me, talking about waste management. Today we'll talk more about the solutions, not the problems. We're talking about waste management. Nowadays, people are working on how to produce something better thing from the waste which is available in the environment. Actually, see, nowadays from various industries, more and more wastes are produced. So what better we can do from those waste we are trying. See, in our lab, we have already made many things from the waste. One of them is the bioplastic. Let me tell you that we have made it from the waste materials in our lab. Sir, while introducing me, sir told about the patent. Actually, I have taken this patent on production of bioplastic from all the agricultural waste. So that's the thing. Then after that, one step ahead, I started working on this. Nowadays I am working more on waste management, and we have produced bioethanol in our lab from the agricultural waste, that is from sugarcane bagasse, then corn cob, potato peels, rice waste, and from those we have got a nice quality of bioethanol, which we have used in our spirit lamps in our lab. Also, it could be used as, after refinement only, it could be used as the spirit for medical use also. Then we have currently, I mean, in last month only, we have prepared biodiesel from the waste of animal husbandry, that is from the poultry waste. In poultry waste, let me tell you that from skin and fat, as well as the viscera of chicken and goat, as well as of fish, you know that fish viscera, they generally throw it up. From all those things we have prepared biodiesel after transesterification of it, and we are trying to purify it and to use it synergistically along with the diesel to fuel, to ignite the engines. First we have tried for igniting the lamps and all, and we got success, that only the goat wastes which gave us biodiesel were a little bit viscous, and we are trying to minimize the viscosity by using TiO2 nanoparticles. So these things are going on in my lab presently. And we have also produced lactic acid from agricultural waste. After polymerization of that, we have produced polylactic acid too. So this kind of treatments we are trying, and one of our student, he produced electricity from the wastewater, that is from the sewage water. So we have to think in that line. If we are trying to minimize the pollution, if we have to try look for some non-conventional and reusable and like renewable energy resources, So these are the things I'd like to share with you. Um, One more thing is there, like um, regarding regarding recycling the resources, we would like to. I'd like to share with you that most of the waste that we are producing in our daily life could be used to produce some sort of renewable energy resources. So let us think, let us ignite the youth brain so that they can at least think on this line, they can produce some of the new sort of energy resources. So with these words, I'd like to conclude my lecture here. So it's now open for discussion. Any question from anyone is welcomed.
Ma'am, you wonderfully explained the things in brief and concise manner, and it's really wonderful the things you are really doing in how we can do the waste management and the things which we think thought they are useless, but you convert the useless things in the usable one. That's really remarkable, and really hats off to you for doing this wonderful of task. So
Thank you.
uh, I hope you are really concerned about the what are the issues, challenges, and other things. So, with us, our navigator and torchbearer, Dr. Neena Pajni, principal of Gobindgarh Public College, Alour, Khanna. So, I request ma'am to propose a vote of thank and enlighten us with her visionary thoughts. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor Rajesh. Thank you, Dr. Ranjeeta Chatterjee. Here, I want to share with the audience that she is a seasoned scholar and ardent researcher. Keep on researching on waste management and we wish that someday you will get some commercial outcome of your patent. And thankful to you for precisely awareing our audience about the sustainable goals and challenges ahead. I was on the way, so I apologize if I missed something. And your research in waste management is remarkable. And I keep on interacting with you and got inspired by the work done at your lab at More College, Pune. And my best wish is that one day you will get some commercial product and patent. And thanks for this prudent. And deliberation, and thanks for sharing the creative solution for most of the wastes and environment problems. और ऑडियंस के साथ मैं शेयर करना चाहती हूँ कि ये जो सारा लेक्चर है ये रिकॉर्ड होने के बाद जीपीसी यूट्यूब चैनल पर रहेगा, तो बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स जो इसे नहीं देख पाए हैं एग्जामिनेशन की वजह से, वो बाद में इसको देख सकते हैं। आज का जो 2023 का हमारा वर्ल्ड एनवायरनमेंट डे का थीम प्लास्टिक फ्री कैंपस है, प्लास्टिक फ्री एनवायरनमेंट है जो थीम है। इसी पे बेस्ड हमने इस साल, मैं रिसोर्स पर्सन से भी शेयर करना चाहूँगी कि हमने प्लास्टिक श्रेडर मशीन कॉलेज में इंस्टॉल की है, तो उसका भी यूज़ अब आने वाले टाइम में स्टूडेंट्स लेंगे। और विद होप कि वैसे हम कॉलेज हमारा प्लास्टिक फ्री है, काफ़ी हद तक यूज़ नहीं होती, सिंगल यूज़ प्लास्टिक बैन भी है यहाँ पे। और आने वाले टाइम में भी जो थीम है वर्ल्ड एनवायरनमेंट डे का, हम उसे फॉलो करेंगे। इस उम्मीद के साथ मैं साइन ऑफ करती हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर रंजीता चटर्जी फॉर स्पेयरिंग टाइम आउट ऑफ योर बिजी शेड्यूल। थैंक्स टू ऑल फॉर ज्वाइनिंग।
Thank you, ma'am, for inviting me for this wonderful lecture series, for the workshop. I wish you all also a very happy World Environment Day. So, thank you, Rajesh sir, for coordination. And I'd like to thank all the participants who have joined and spent time with me and for patientfully listening to the lecture. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for
Thank
listening.
you, ma'am. Thank you, principal ma'am and other participants.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your participation in the webinar. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.